And moving on to the small town of Middleton, Wisconsin, there's a religious liberty standoff going on at the local high school with implications for everybody.
This is really interesting. It gets a bit complex, but I'll keep it simple for you. Basically, it's become sort of a tradition at the school that students are allowed to go off campus to have lunch. Well, some parents got together and said, why don't we provide some lunch for the kids? And they can come out and we'll make it kind of a Christian get-together. We'll give them food for the body, nutrition for the soul is what they call it. It became dubbed as the Jesus lunch. And it took part at a local park, which the school district says, technically, we lease that park, so we can call that our property. They don't like the tone of it being Jesus lunch. However, they're challenging it on the basis that so much food is brought that they cannot meet food safety standards. How do we know that the food the kids are getting is properly prepared and cooked? But bottom line,
the challenge is religious.
It's a religious
not
battle.
Healthy food.
Right.
That's the story.
That's
okay.
It.
I want to bring in a favorite guest of the program, Republican from Texas, Congressman Louie Gohmert, to whom we normally talk about the election and Cruz and Trump. But Congressman, I've got to get this in. This idea that you clamp down on a so-called Jesus lunch. Now, look, from my point of view, I don't want to see our public schools become segregated by religion. Little groups of Christians here, Muslims there, Hindus here. I don't want to see that. What do you make of this?
Well, and I agree with you, and for a Christian, Jesus said we're to be salt and light. We're supposed to be not segregated, but out among the people. And it's like Dick Van Dyke once sang, I can't put me finger on what lies in store, but I think that what's happened all happened before. Look, the Pilgrims left Holland because of persecution. You couldn't be doing the things they were worshiping Jesus. They come to England. They end up looking for freedom, religious freedom. They come to America. So many Christians came to America searching for freedom. You had Harvard, Yale. They made their students take an oath of loyalty to Jesus Christ. These were the foundings, and as traditionally happened, and as Jesus said, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees. You've got some PhDs that might as well be called Pharisees, and they know better for your child. And actually, Stuart, it reminds me of when I was an exchange student of the Soviet Union, visited daycare, elementary schools, and what they said scared me because I couldn't believe, thank God for America, because there in the Soviet Union they said, the educators, these kids are ours. We allow the parents to take care of them, but if they're ever critical of us, we'll take them away because we are the ones that are responsible for these kids. And it's like a 90-year-old lady said in the hometown I grew up in East Texas, he may have a PhD, but he'll always be a PHUL fool. And we have some PHUL fools in that town in Wisconsin who are trying to tell and I bet you that superintendent has never gotten on his knees and wept with these children that are suffering, going through emotional trauma. But I can guarantee you some of those moms, some of those people that are there providing food, they've wept with them. They've been there to mentor and help. And the superintendent can't stand it. Beware of the leaven of the Pharisees.
See, that's why you're a popular guest. You can answer any question in a way which everybody understands. You see, that's what the man's doing here. All right. But I've got to wrench you back.
That's quite a compliment. Thank you.
Well, it's well deserved. I want to wrench you back to the election because we've got brand new GOP Fox poll. It shows Trump pulling away. Look, you can't see it, Louie, but I'm going to tell you the numbers.
I understand.
Trump 45, Cruz 27, Kasich 25.
Yeah.
Now, you're a Cruz guy. But the story in this poll is Cruz losing ground to Kasich and to Trump. Okay, so it's New York, but what do you make of it?
Well, I think it's going to be decided by the people that actually show up and vote and decide who their delegates will be. And my understanding is that actually it's going better than predicted. But having been in the Army, been in the trenches in court, I always preferred to be considered the underdog. It always made victory that much sweeter. And I think that's where we're moving. Maybe not on the first ballot, but the reason you got to have 1237 is you got to show that you can make deals. And even though we have one deal maker who is huge in the ability to make deals, I think the people are finding that Ted Cruz is right where they want him. He listens, and he's got their ideas at heart.
All right, well, he's third in New York, but I figured you understood that. Louie Gohmert, everyone, Republican from Texas.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks for joining.